Hey guys, so company multiple times, don't understand. So we're gonna see what happens tonight. I'm not sure what's going on, but hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully everybody is well. I am gonna try to get through this because I am almost a half an hour late because of the stupid internet. So I don't know, but I will continue to try. If you guys have any problems, I'm sorry. I have been a week and a half left, actually 2 weeks left, and that's it. And then I'll have 2 weeks off, and we can kick it. Perfect. You hear me loud and clear, groovy. Okay, so I think there's more cards that need to come out. So I'm going to take a second since I've been messing with my computer to try to figure out what's going on here. And yeah, we'll just wait in a few minutes. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Do you want Kipper or no? Okay, cool. Hi, everybody. I'll be ready in just a few minutes. I hope you're well. Okay. Let's get some water. How's everybody doing? Is everybody well? What's going on, Stephanie? Two. That's a lot of twos up on that screen. Oh my goodness. Hello. Okay. So what I have on the table tonight and the what is that? Divine Guidance, my handwritten deck. I am good, Joyce. I'm so glad to hear you're doing better. That makes me happy. I was kind of sitting thinking about you a little bit. Um, just gonna get started here in a minute. I am exhausted. Took my son to the pool today, and my head is just like I'm ready to sleep. Well, it's a brand new computer, so I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. I'm trying to figure out what kind of computer I should get so it can run everything because if it does this for any of my classes, man, I'm going to have to boot it out the door. And a speeding ticket. Dang, girl. Oh, let me find out. Okay. Ugh. It's going to be a fun weekend. We're just going to get started here in a few minutes. Yeah. Yeah, sleep is definitely a must. I've actually been working on making tomato sauce. Went and raided the farm market. The Hi, guy. Oh my goodness. Hello, hello, hello. Danny, is that you? I think it is. Hi, I missed you too. I went and raided the farm stand. Yeah, I think it's my internet. I've contacted the stupid company multiple times. I'm so sorry. Please bear with me. I am so sorry. Um, it took me almost 15 minutes to try to get logged on. So please, we've contacted them. I'm so sorry, guys. I've been working on it. It's taking forever. All right, we're going to get started. I know the lag is terrible. I hope it's okay to get us through this reading. The message will get out. Okay. So tonight, I'm going to say this again for all you guys that are new. I have the Zodiac, the Tarot, Romance Oracles, Divine Circus, and Divine Guidance. We're going to see what Spirit has. It's been a long week. I actually worked with a high priestess last night and had a cleanse. I've had a spiritual bath already this week. It's been wonderful. I'm trying to release something because there's been something that's lingering around us, and I just want to make sure that there's nothing that's attaching itself to me. This work, I have to make sure. So, we're gonna see what's gonna go on. Let's see if we can pick up on something new. It would be nice. All right, Holy Spirit, please come down and protect and guide me through this collective energy reading for Friday, July 15th. Please protect me and give me clear, honest, and precise messages for our friends. Protect us all as I channel this energy. Please and thank you, Spirit. Send it all back to hell where it belongs. Please and thank you. Okay. All right. It has been hot out here. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see what the zodiac energy is tonight. I'm just like, somebody is eager to hear what I have to say tonight. I can tell. What is the zodiac energy? Please and thank you, Spirit. What is the zodiac energy? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, on the bottom we have Saturn. We have, what is that? That is Capricorn. I thought so. Sorry, I am so tired. It's crazy. Aquarius, and the element of fire. It's Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay. What do we want to start? I think I want to start with the Divine Circus and see what it has to say. I'm channeling it with some amethyst tonight. What are the messages, Spirit? What's the message, Spirit? What's going on? As I was doing, I was shuffling. Which deck was it? I think it was the the nine of swords. Just something's really, and it's more of like something's weighing very hard on their heart. Like they know that they need to do something, but it's like one vice they can't give up. And I don't know. I want to tap into this. All right, Spirit, what's the energy, please? Oops, thank you. Play your hand. You've been seeing something in your, what is this, Spirit? Dreams? Yes, somebody's been paying attention to something that they're seeing in their dreams. And it's kind of making them a little bit nauseous, maybe getting very sick. Like stress wise, is the stress is making them sick, and maybe like, what is this, Spirit? I don't know. The stress is literally putting somebody in a position where they're like physically like throwing up from sickness because they can't handle it anymore. They're overwhelmed. And it feels like a tower is falling on their head and they don't understand why. Now, here's the thing. What have you been doing that you're hiding deep down inside? Like you're seeing something. You know you have something that you need to do. You have the hand, you're literally holding it in your hand. Like you just, I don't know if you're afraid of taking that leap or what, but you may want to. The thing is you are stressing yourself out to sickness. Possibility of losing everything and you're wanting to know why. Like it just, are you known for overspending? Are you known for just not doing, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like kind of, it doesn't matter. It's only me. Make sure nothing's left for anybody to deal with and just have all the fun and just whatever. It doesn't matter anymore. The thing is if you're afraid of playing that hand and you just want to stay where you're at for security, it's not that you have to do something new or it's going to burn you out. Like I literally see somebody violently being sick because of stress, possibly relying too much on codependency. Somebody needs to put a bottle down. Because if it's not, it's just if you're drinking, even if it's just a little bit of wine on top of stress, it's not going to make it any better, especially if you're getting sick. It's 12:12 on the timer. You are going to just make your insides just worse. You need to start eating healthy foods, making sure you're hydrating with enough of this. And think about long and hard about what's been going on around you that you're not talking about. Okay? Because spirit will continue to give you the wrong way. Spirit will continue to give you the message, to give you the messages to the point where it's going to be like you're stressing yourself into a hospital bed and you are going to have to face an ancestor that's telling you you should have we've been guiding you to play this hand, knowing you need to get help. Like I was seeing, what was it, shoot, I don't know, I was picking up on somebody needing to go on a retreat when I was shuffling this deck, my romance. Somebody needs to possibly go on a retreat, maybe to rehab. You're trying to like just let things roll off your back because you don't want to have to make people think anything about you. You don't want people to start recognizing that you're getting sick and that you're getting, you're losing weight and you're not losing weight healthy. You're hiding something inside. You're keeping something inside of you that you shouldn't be. You need to ask for help. Don't just put on a brave face and act like nothing's wrong, because deep down inside you know that there's something going on. I see somebody getting sick and they're starting to possibly getting worried, and that there is the intervention. Spirit's trying to show you, look, you need to get healthy. You need to go seek some help. This is a lucky opportunity right now that somebody's actually trying to help you. There may be a lot of chaos and clutter going on in your head, worried about some things, but you need to figure out what you need to do for you. Stop trying to make everybody else around you happy. You need to make sure that you're taken care of. So if you need to strive to do something better, you have the talent, you need to just go strive to do it. You gotta go find the place that's meant for you. Search around. And if that means picking up and moving somewhere where it's cheaper for you to live, then maybe that's the time to do it. Find something out, start outsourcing somewhere outside of where you are that may be so stupid expensive. Maybe it's time to find something somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing to have to pick up and move. You just have to figure out a way to do it. I saw 15:15 on the timer. So it may mean having to let go of some vices that may be taking up from what you need, whatever it is. So it's time for you to figure out what you want in this life. And if you want to stay in this position until it's over, well, so I don't want this to be a negative reading. So I'm going to say that there is something that's burdening somebody, that's causing them to even just stress themselves into sickness, whether their codependency is just allowing the stress to take over it and just falling into, bad habits, whether it's just laziness or not wanting to do anything and just stressing all the time. That's not okay. You're worrying yourself to death. Spirit's going to intervene, and it may be with your health, to just show you that something needs to change, to force you into changing something that you aren't willing to do on your own. You know what I'm saying? showing you that this is what happens when you mess with the vessel that enshrines a soul that's supposed to be divine. You have good intentions, but there's something there's one piece of darkness that's affecting somebody. Whether it's actual drinking like I feel like it is, or it's just the stress. And it's going to affect you like this. I don't know. I want to move past this. So we're going to pick this up and we're going to move on because I feel like if we don't start talking about something happy, that um, it's just going to be a downer reading, and I don't really want that for this Friday. It's time to do something different. So that message needed to come out. Somebody needs to stop stressing so much. So I'm going to say that, and that was with my amethyst, which tells me that this is something that needs to be healed. You need to ask spirit to protect you. Somebody needs to cleanse their auras, big time. I highly recommend it. Okay, so we're gonna do the romance. I want to see what kind of beautiful love might be out there. Let's see. Some positive love messages for the collective. What's the love around it? Around our collective Holy Spirit. What's the love energy surrounding us this evening? What's going on? Okay. What's going on? What's going on with my spirit? Love spirit. Whoops. Playfulness. If your heart is aching for somebody that you miss, maybe you need to have a conversation with them. If you miss somebody so bad it's stressing you out, you may want to contact them and real, and maybe reach out for help. Recognizing that you don't have to do this to yourself. You are worthy of being taken care of, and you don't need to be afraid to ask for help from somebody. You deserve love. You deserve to have playfulness. If that's what's stressing you out and causing you to just not be focused to do what you need to do, maybe you need to reach out to somebody. See, somebody's longing for this, just wanting to giggle, wanting to feel free, wanting to take a trip, wanting to just let their hair fly through the wind or put a ball cap on and drop the top on a beautiful convertible and just take a nice drive along the beach. I see like one of the highways that run along either coastal beach, possibly something like the Pacific Coast Highway. Just just doing beautiful things in all different kinds of tropical places. Just wanting to do something fun with somebody that's on the same level. One you're thinking about doing it with, this could be the one that you're meant with. But the thing is there's something you're holding on to that's keeping you from doing it. So I feel like maybe it's this. They don't understand what you believe, or they're not on the same page, or maybe this is what's supposed to be coming towards you. Like, this whole scenario may lead you to an awakening that will get you on track to be able to be there and get the love and companionship that you so desperately need and deserve. You just need to get yourself together and get everything in order. It takes a lot to become either an emperor or an empress. And getting through things, we're learning how to specifically budget and make sure you stick to the budget is very important. Having a cushion in all areas, is important. And if you're taking from those things to do something that maybe isn't the best thing for you to be doing right now, specifically for your health, I highly suggest that you don't and put that towards getting things that need to be taken care of done. Okay. So you can go and get your mess in an order because there it is. Just getting all that taken care of so you're not feeling so stressed and burdened on top of wanting to have the romantic feelings and feeling left out and feeling lonely and bored where you don't have anything else to do besides sit on, and watch. I see sports. Somebody likes football. Well, look what I see. Wow. Wow. It's just got Spirit, you're just basically putting it into an order. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to read the story before I can give it to you because Spirit's sitting here telling me that because I saw reconciliation here, and the first five cards, your true love is your past relationship. That's your twin. The one you're thinking about and wish you could have all of this with, that's your twin. Okay. You know, straight up, honest, no deception, because that's under here. And what's holding back the engagement that will lead to this wedding, that will lead to a twin flame union. But it requires reconciliation from that deception. Yep. It's it's a very simple thing. Yes, it's very difficult in the same right, but it's a very simple thing of just telling the truth. You got to open, and this is where it keeps going. Keeping an open mind and letting go of control issues and codependencies, and staying optimistic about your love life person, your twin, and coming clean about all the lies and deception. Like, there is that possibility of these two things, but you have to get it right. You know what I'm saying? You have to get it right before you come there. I mean, at least enough to where you're making a true effort and you're willing to come all in and come clean. I mean, it'll help release a lot of tension in a lot of other areas. And this was the card I was seeing when I was pre-shuffling about, and that gave me the vision of rehab. You may need that to be able to get to a point where you can have the romantic feelings and, feeling that chemistry when when that attraction hits. You know what I'm saying? Those sparks. You can flirt again. You just need to take a moment and then have a moment to realize that, it's safe for you to love. It's okay. It's okay for you to release whatever emotional baggage that's leading you, that has caused this emotional resistance. I have a hole in my lip. Anyway, it's meant for you to free yourself. It's meant for you to get to a point where you want to have those heart to heart conversations, possibly sober. And they're, what was I saying? Releasing the family issues and releasing all of those burdens that may have been caused from past relationships with your family, friends, loved ones, relationships, all of those things. Okay. There are some heart to heart conversations that need to happen after you've done some healing, even if it just leads to a reconciliation to where you guys can be companions of some sort, even if it's just acquaintances where it's okay for you to call each other whenever. You know what I'm saying? Just to say hi or whatever, that's fine. But if it's anything more than that, then, like, it's going to take some serious work. It's not, you can't just be like, I've been, doing this for a day and I just want to make sure that, you realize that I'm trying. Yeah, I would suggest that's a wonderful goal to have your first day. Try for a week, then 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, and then after a month of staying it and having it feel like it's more of a solid thing, then contact, and say, I've made the effort. I'm telling you, if you do that, you may have a lot more luck than you think. because you guys are calling each other in, whether you realize it here in the physical or understand that it could very well be at a soul level one way or another, because somebody needs the other and it's for a healing process. Okay. It's worth waiting for. Just love yourself first, because this is your person. Okay. And it's worth waiting for. It truly is. You can have all of this. You just need to take a honeymoon with yourself right now and get yourself freed from all of these burdens that are like attacking you. Okay. You need to just free yourself from those burdens, because I feel like somebody's job is going to kill them. I see somebody like clawing their face, like, I'm just so sick of this. It's so mundane. I don't want to deal with this anymore. I want to do something else. I want to feel like there's something better. Like, I feel like there's something better for somebody else. And it could lead them to much more significant amount of money. It may require movement, like in a different direction, in a different location. Somebody may need to move. Really feel like it will lead to a lot more of this. Like, get yourself cleaned up. Maybe you just need to get away from the circle of people that you're with. And if you stay in the same area as them, you know it's going to be too much of a temptation. You may have to pick up. If you want all of this and you want to feel free and you want to be able to not feel so overwhelmed and stressed and clawing your face out and actually wanting to have something much, much, much more than what it is now, I would highly suggest really sitting down and thinking about it, maybe planning a budget, or the word budget coming up. Plan a budget and really focus on what it is that you want. If you run through a lot of money that you weren't expecting to run through, then you may want to batten down on the resources you have now, maybe cash in some things that you have if you have any. And I mean, stocks or any of that. Close those out and maybe use that to get yourself to where you can go. You may need to pull some resources from somewhere if you have any, because it will lead you to an opportunity to have a phase. Hi there. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Um, it may lead you to being able to be more abundant than you were before the whole world started feeling like it was falling down on your shoulders. It's important. You know, the thing is if you're mirroring somebody and you feel like you're hitting rock bottom, what do you think it may be happening on their side? You know what I'm saying? Maybe there's somebody catching their like dreams and staying very diligent about it, doing everything that they can to make sure that they don't fail, because they may have failed a lot of times in their life and they don't want to do it again. I see some passion card and it triggered somebody wanting to dance. Like, I hear some beautiful slow jazz. Like, it's just so sensual with the trumpet and all of it, and these people dancing in what looked to be cocktail dresses on something that you would see in an old, like a really nice New Year's Eve party, with kind of like, you can tell that there's a frost on the air because there's like, they're in long sleeves and it look velvet dresses, and it's probably a winter thing. And so I'm saying maybe New Year's Eve in front of a fountain, and there's actual like jazz being played in the background, maybe at like a venue where they have a garden with like a water fountain, and they're dancing in ballroom dancing, and he's dipping her down, and he's just, it's very romantic. Like, it's somebody wants to do something romantic like that. It could happen. You have to think positive. I learned something in school where, if you're feeling down and out, why don't you take a notebook and write me 5 good things that happened to you today? What are 5 positive things that happened to you today? Did you not hit any traffic lights today? Did you make it in and out of the bank super duper quick? There wasn't a line. Did you, have a really good time? I don't know, doing something today. Was there something about today that you can tell me that was positive? Because I really feel like somebody's just lingering too much on loneliness and trying to figure out what's going on in their life. I feel another energy kind of trying to scratch his head, figuring out what's going on. Something feels off. Just he's thinking too much about somebody and can't seem to figure out why. But his life is there's so much, you know, balance, depression, and darkness with just enough light to keep him above, any type of way. The thing is something feels a little off. Something's tilting closer to the what darkness, a little bit more to the darkness than usual, and it's making him feel a certain kind of way. So just look. It's important to remember that if we linger too far in the past and dwell on things that you may feel like you can't control, the thing is it all takes a moment of sitting down and meditating and just taking a moment to think about just five positive things and bring yourself back to an equal, balanced, grounded way of thinking. And then see if you can sit down and try to figure out ways to better that stuff that's going on the other side. Okay. Just remember that, like for example, my son's dad was having a hard day today. And he was just every time he was telling me something, well, this happened and this was really bad and this was really bad and this was really bad. Yeah, I understand it's been a kind of a rough day, but tell me five to seven things that you had that were good. Okay. No, there traffic wasn't bad. I haven't dealt with any irate customers. Um, it's been quiet, this, that, and the next thing. Like he was able to say something, on the long along the lines of being able to say, yeah, it's not been too shitty, but it's been shitty in certain areas, instead of dwelling just on those things. It may just mean that you need to start there so you can gather your thoughts and do something about the things that you feel like you can't control, because there's always a way to control things in our lives. 34, 34. You can't just give up when things become a little rough. We have to figure it out. Okay. So let's see. Yo, absolutely, girl. I know. Believe me, I know. I've dealt with it myself, and I'm just, giving, this is the stuff that I'm learning how to help people who are going through that, sitting down with a journal and writing only five things that you feel was beneficial. If even just waking up to you is a blessing, write that down, because that's a positive thing. You know what I'm saying to you? If you feel like, having enough money to put gas in your car is a blessing, count that. Just write five things that are a positive thing. Yes, I had gas money to get me back and forth to work all week and maybe a little extra. Or, yeah, I had plenty of money to buy groceries that could last me, 2 weeks, and I don't have to go shopping, and I've got everything I need and everything's ready so I can have 2 weeks of solid, whatever. Those are five positive things. Yeah. You know, having, what is it? A rough day with your boss being to be grateful for, even though the shitty things just make us stronger. Something's out of balance. Empress in reverse. That card was in the upright earlier. Yeah, it was the 9. Terrible. Terrible with the mirror reverse. Something off your mind. There's just something that's weighing on you too much, whether it's work, love, whatever, like everyday things. Look, it's throwing you off. It's getting you out of balance, and you're not fully in your power. Okay, and that's okay, and that's okay. That's where taking a moment to journal, taking a moment to meditate and pray, cleansing yourself, taking a spiritual bath, taking a moment to relax and just gather yourself. I really think that it's going to do you a great amount of this help. It'll be just a great amount of help. It's You may be giving too much somewhere, way too much. Thank you, Spirit. What's this? I want to read this verbatim for a second. This card looks like loss, but it's more about emotional reaction to loss. There is the mourning of what is gone in isolation, the natural desire for privacy with one's grief. Two upright cups so that something still remains, something that can comfort and sustain when the time is right. Finally, there's a path back to community connection and what we may think of as normal everyday life. Take the time to process your feelings because that is the only way to return to normal life. But know that even normal life will be different now. Yes, if you lost something or whatever the case may be, whether it's a position at work, if your car shitted out, if something broke down in the house, I don't know, maybe somebody's air conditioner and it's hot and you need to wait for the HVAC system, whatever the case may be, you know, just understand that, it's everything will be okay. Okay. If it's because of money and you feel like if you keep spending, you're going to be run out of cushion and it's going to affect you later. Yes. It just takes you saying, okay, I need this. What can I put on? Maybe you may need to use a credit card and just figure out a way to pay it off in increments. Whether if it's the HVAC system, a car, or whatever, a roof, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is that you need right away, it may need to go on credit. And then just figuring out a way to budget into your monthly income, what a monthly payment that would be sustainable to just lower the payments. Yeah, you may get hit with interest charges, but at least you'll be able to pay it off instead of having to worry about not taking from whatever little money you may have in your pocket right now. But making sure you don't completely max out your cards. Just try to stay within your reason. Try to shop around if you need to. You know what I'm saying? But if it's an emergency and you really need to max out your do it, it may be a position where you may have to, because it's keeping you up at night, not being able to like do something, whether it's um stay cool in the heat or get to work, or you know, you have a hole in your roof. You know what I'm saying? So don't let it stress you out to sickness. It's throwing you completely out of balance. Things will work out. You may just have to, go into debt a little bit to be able to, get yourself into an organized position to where you, like I said, if you, let's say, for instance, you have a $5,000 something that needs to happen and you need to max out a credit card, but you can only put, we'll say, $200 a month into it. Well, that's $200 a month that you can pay towards that credit card. Uh-oh. Well, in your case, Joyce, I don't know if getting like maybe getting some kind of public transportation opportunity until you can afford to do what you need to do in your situation. Either way, I hope you win. That would be wonderful. It may just be like you need, I'm not sure. In your case, you may have to get like a, I don't know, figure out how to use the bus system or the train and see if you can get a parking what the cards are saying here. That's my darling. Somebody's being stubborn. I feel like somebody's being stubborn and not wanting to ask for help. Back up in some devil energy. Well, that could be some Capricorn energy. We just had the full moon in super moon in Capricorn, so it could have something to do with the moon phase, your strength mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and you're just feeling a little defeated. So, this girl was a high priestess. She's what we she did an egg cleanse over my chakras. It was I don't know, like she had me, we prayed and she took an egg and she kind of encircled my aura and cracked it into water and was able to read it and tell me what was been attaching itself to me. And we cleansed it and removed it. And, I can definitely tell that there's something very different going on today. So, that's, I trust her implicitly. She is very, very talented spiritually, and I trust what she did. So, um, you can look up egg aura cleansing. Take a look, definitely research and use your discernment. Okay. I've been doing spiritual baths. I've been trying to make sure that I clean my space because I don't want any nonsense. The Emperor has postponed is wait, what is possible but hesitant to extend something to somebody, an offering, fear of what is that? Is that this fear of deception? Somebody's fearing that somebody is second guessing somebody's feelings for somebody. You're welcome, Danny. I want to extend it, but I can't. So right now he's turning away from thinking about the offer or the possibilities and focusing on themselves. So whoever's holding the divine masculine energy in this situation is driven and focused on what's going on in front of them and just being a driving force and not worrying about why this person over here hasn't made any attempts to make an offer. It's because they're going through something. Whoever this feminine is, somebody sees you or energetically knows what you're going through. It feels your stress too. Your twin is like, you see how it's mirroring each other right here. They're mirroring each other. Somebody's upside down on the other one, sitting up here like, okay, I've got things to do. I don't need to be worrying about making any offers of romance to somebody. They've got too much on their plate. overwhelmed with an abundance of distractions, and they don't want to be a distraction. They want to be a main focus. So what are they doing? Just sitting there, just being in a serious depression because they're rejecting their feelings, because they don't want to be confirmation from spirit. Um, they don't want to be second best to anything. They don't want to play second fiddle to any other distractions, whether it be children or work or school or businesses that are owned or any of those things. They don't want to play second fiddle. They want soul center attention, and that's it. So he's off doing something else, and it's not doing well for him. I see somebody standing on a balcony, just kind of opened up to seeing birds flying, bright sunny skies, very like maybe a handful of fluffy white clouds, and just breathing in fresh air, seeing the beautiful view, turning around and being feeling happy in their space. No stressfulness during the day. Sunshine makes him feel better. And at night, he's lonely. Wants somebody to talk to, somebody to laugh with, somebody to talk, just shoot the crap about the day, listen to music, and just talk. And not about business or any of that, but about just interesting things, experiencing things together, going on joy rides in the mountains. He feels like he can get it somewhere else, but every time he tries, it's just a copycat of the person that he's fighting himself from being with. He'd rather fight himself and live with the loneliness than go and do something like, I don't know, maybe close a separation, close some distance. Maybe so selfish. Maybe a little bit shallow, but needing to be the center of attention. That's whoa, golly. Look, with what I just said about dealing with loneliness, because you think that you can find somebody better than what your heart is telling you to do, because you don't want to have to be like second best. You're living in an illusion. You keep, like I said, you were also finding copycats. With copycats, they kind of numb the temptation and the feelings just enough to where you can tolerate life a little bit. I don't know, because that's what I'm feeling. You're facing a decision, you know which is the right choice, and there is a right choice in this situation. However, you're unwilling to let go of the other option, perhaps out of fear or maybe because you simply would prefer the other. Also, your emotions are interfering. Sometimes leading with the heart is best, but this time there is a logical reason. You have to choose it no matter how much you want the other. If you want freedom, okay, you may be able to have it in the relationship in which you want, in a sense to where you can have somebody's soul attention if you just communicate. If you say, okay, this time is specifically for you and I, there's no interference, no phones, no tech, no nothing, just me and you doing this for this duration of time, and I need that is part of what I need in this relationship. If you need time away to maybe go, I don't know, fishing or sailing or doing something that you love to do by yourself and feeling like you can't, Don't be afraid. Communicate, talk, ask for the freedom in which you need to be able to have a clear mind. Don't live in this illusion that that you can find somebody better than what your heart truly than the person that your heart truly wants. Remember that. Heartbreak, emotional damage. If you feel like entrapment is going to entrap you in something that you don't want, and you're afraid of extending your heart to somebody in such a level of engagement or marriage that it would tie you down too much, and you're afraid that if you give so much that you like may very well lose yourself. And the thing is but what if? But what if this person is going to break me, break my heart, throw me to the side? I think about this. I think about the future. Somebody's afraid, like still on the back burner of somebody's mind, that somebody's a gold digger. Look, no, this person isn't a gold digger. This isn't an illusion. This person is your soulmate. This person is your twin. This person is your complete wish fulfillment that will do and the fun things that you want to do, that wants to experience the finer things in life, and also will give you your space, because they may very well need their space from you as well. Understand? They may be everything that you want and more. You just have to have a little faith. You just have to give it an opportunity and not close the door on it because you're afraid of experiencing love together and sharing and going back and forth and sharing gifts and love and hugs and kisses and sharing amongst each other. You are very much very emotionally, possibly immature, maybe because of the codependencies. It's also causing a little bit of shallowness. You may very well be the one that's not being very good with their money and just handing it to gold diggers that may look like your person, but in all reality, they're just an illusion. That copycat I've been talking about, that's keeping you from your happily ever after. You're meant to look. It could lead to this. It could lead to this. But the thing is because where you're at, it's not. It's just a possibility. It's something you want, but you're afraid of. I feel like the emotional damage is so deep that it's just like your hands up and just like whatever, like, because you just don't want to even think about it. Just, you only live once. Let's just do all the things. It's just somebody's not doing it reasonably. You know, you want the lover, you want the happy, you want the happiness, but right now, nah, somebody's being a little bit compulsive and over exaggerating so many things because they're trying to block out their feelings, because they know if they acknowledge those feelings, it's going to change their entire world. You guys hear that? That's confirmation. Somebody's skating at it. May very well get at because of their heart's desire, but because of the emotional damage, it may throw them completely for a loop. And it may be the reason why they're feeling like everything's coming down on the tower, because they're not truly all in. They may be stabbing themselves in the back with regret. Regret may be stabbing them in the back. There's some secrets that need to come out and some lessons that need to be learned. And if you don't learn them and you don't let those secrets out, well, those swords are going to sink deeper and deeper. It's going to feel like the entire world is just stabbing you in the back. It's something about it's just I keep seeing codependencies and it's making me upset a little bit. Like I can't seem to get away from it. Somebody's heavily burdened. Let me double check something. I really don't want to deal with this negative energy. I really don't. Physical and spiritual exhaustion, oppression, procrastination, and distraction. Don't let it be the thing that's distracting you from living the life that you're meant to live. Go be that budding star you're meant to be with this lover. Please. You could have the world with this person. All right. I want to see something in Wisdom of the Oracle. I want to see what else we got because I still have Divine Circus, but I feel like there's. Is it a new situation? Yeah, there's a new situation that wants to come through. Interesting. I see a happy family, people outside, water slides, a bunch of little kids, maybe 2 or 3 little kids, and there's somebody in swimmies, and everybody's spraying down with the hose. And I see noodles and pool toys, children playing outside, and somebody just sitting and watching and enjoying, maybe having a beer and just sitting down on their laptop, just listening, drinking some coffee. And I want to see what's going on there. Somebody's wanting to listen to something. Listening to somebody's message. Wisdom, advice, intelligence. Somebody's kind of indecisive about what they're hearing and maybe a little skeptical, but they want to be more open. I see soulmate, spirituality, divinity, divine timing. There's a lot of things kind of like floating around in somebody's head, different ideas, and taking certain moments to try to figure out how they can use this type of energy, energy work to kind of do some take some time to work on their energetic vibration and their energy output and their vibration, finding pleasure in the here and now, making sure that they're acknowledging those things, because I see this person on the laptop drinking coffee while the kids are outside playing. Maybe reading a newspaper article or whatever, just clicking away by their kids are outside playing. Keeping an ear out for them and letting them enjoy it on their splash pad. Is there an adult out there with them? Possibly the father. She's taking her time, her she time, which is understandable. Reach searching something, maybe realizing that they're running out of time, life is short, maybe working on college, paying attention to a seminar, something. They're observing something on this laptop that's highly intelligent possibly intuitive. They may be watching a reading or some kind of lecture. Possibly, I want to say it's something that has to do with spirit. Well, look, there's the soulmate to go towards their higher power, like to for surrender for certain things. And somebody's researching something. To bring this person towards you, no, to keep that person with you. Okay, somebody's trying to do research on what to do to keep their person relationship successful. The thing is she feels him maybe pulling back. I see Unfinished Symphony, and the thing is Spirit was telling me that she feels like somebody's pulling back from her. And she's wondering about an ex. You know, what Spirit is saying is this person feels like she's been loyal and spouse and taking care of the house and the kids, and doesn't ask for much but maybe an hour of time, just to sit, have a cup of coffee and watch whatever it is that she's watching on her laptop, between studying or running a business or working or whatever it is that she does, for him to just hang out with the kids so she can relax. She's been loyal out on top of everything else. She's been faithful since the beginning, and she's wanting to know why he's feeling distant. She feels something different, and she doesn't want him to pull away and start a new life. There's something here. There's something here. So somebody's seeking some wisdom somewhere else to see if there's something that she can pick up on the connection. Okay. She's feeling something like I don't know if it's the supermoon, but this supermoon, a lot of people have been telling me there's something like kind of, pullbacks from relationships and having things go like cuckoo crazy happen. Somebody wants to feel the spark and the glitter in their relationship again. Yang. Yeah. This may be a continuous, has this happened before? Yes, possibly. Being told on the nose big time. And there's something about somebody's gut intuition or intuitive feeling or intuitive messages. Something about the gut, like a gut feeling, and Spirit's way of saying, here's a leg up. Let me bring you across somebody that may have a psychic ability, and try to help you connect in a way to where you can actually reach out for help and maybe ask for some advice. This person may have been brought to you by Spirit to help you, whether it's just a friend or somebody you know at work or school or something. Don't be afraid to ask. You can do it in a creative way. Don't feel embarrassed. Don't feel like you're overloading somebody with feelings. If you need some truth to be told, if you have a feeling that there's something going on, or you make any rash decisions, take a nap. Remember your blessings, okay? And just meditate and surrender. I really highly suggest somebody take a spiritual bath. Somebody needs to take a spiritual bath. There's no place like home is kind of want. It's like somebody doesn't want to lose their nice home, their nice car, security money wise. She doesn't want to feel like the connection's so dead and gone, and it takes away the happy feelings. The moon controls everything. Okay, everything. And it even when it moves around and it moves into alignment with different planets and different zodiac energies, like, remember, it affects everybody in different ways. We all have natal charts. A natal chart is something that will just give you in-depth information about who you are and why you react a certain way. You have a sun, moon, and rising. There are different placements in your in the planetary alignments for your birthday, when you the moment you were born. Okay, if you've never done one before, please go to Cafe Astrology or Cafe Sofa and do the chart, and it'll give you your entire birth chart. Write it down or put it out or whatever, and just start researching it. If you want scientific proof, you know, that just get it yourself and use your discernment. Okay, I can't tell you that what scientists did what. Do some research if you're interested, but I feel like somebody's like the intuitive thing is kind of like it's too much. Like, it's making somebody a little bit skeptical, but respectful in the same sense. Like, how is this done like this? How do you know? Like, just how do you know the story, and how is it like hitting me here so hard? Serendipity. It may bring you luck. I want to read more about this. Where's the book? I feel like there's more to it than that, and I feel like it's important for this particular reading. Okay. Opportunity aligned with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as a sign and symbols, a magical alignment of events. You may just be picking up on a shift in something that may help you recognize, something about the connection needs to be fired up. There may need some spice in somebody's life. Maybe a vacation. Maybe somebody's been working so hard and dedicating so much of their life that things become something up. Yeah, you're thinking about it. This one was underneath, so we'll put it like this. Okay. Think about, just, take a moment to maybe spice something up. Think about what you can do that could mend whatever it is that may be causing some kind of short in the connection, some kind of disconnect. Whatever that is can be plugged back in, and it may just be because somebody needs to give somebody a little bit more them time. If you understand, it may be working on rebuilding a foundation of a new, like, schedule. A new schedule. Kind of just sit there and maybe exchange energy, because I'm sitting here looking at this breathe card, and it's like I just see two people laying in bed holding their hands, listening to some guided meditation, maybe putting a piece of clear quartz on the female's head, the third eye area, and possibly a piece of amethyst on the man, and holding hands and just meditating and joining together and learning, doing a breathing exercise together. Something to kind of connect you. It's just a nice way to connect and relax and just do something together. If you feel like there's something pulling you two apart. But it looks like you have a beautiful family. It looks like everything is happy, sunshine, and rainbows. And, it's something to be very grateful for and something to feel very blessed about, because that looks like a blessing. I love, watching my family play out in the sunshine, especially when we go to the lake and go fishing. One day we're going to have a huge, piece of property, and I'm going to love watching my son and his dad just do all of the things together while I'm in the garden, kind of poking through and being nosy while dad's showing him how to weld and do all of the things. It's a beautiful life that I see you guys in, and it's definitely worth doing whatever, maybe just little tweaks and twigs here that'll help you get the fire and passion back into that, whatever is going on that makes you feel like there's a disconnect. If doing too much, like, just the world itself is so hard. People are working even harder now because of how expensive everything's getting. So it just may be the weight of the world just kind of burdening people, and it's just causing people to just fade back a little bit. Just remember that, passion and romance can, really re-spark somebody from being in just an overwhelming sense of being, because it's a very stressful world out there. hmm Making sure you guys are communicating about how you're feeling and how you're doing, seeing where everybody's at, you know. All right. Do you want anything else right now? No. You want the Kipper to add to this? Okay, I knew this damn thing was coming out tonight. Oh, God. Pull them back out. Okay. Spirit's telling me to pull them back out. Another scenario. Being told this is another story. Let's see. What's going on? Let's see. What's going on? Thank you, Spirit. A false person has some expectations in thinking about ways to manipulate a situation. With an older man. To keep herself out of poverty. Feel like she's losing her grip on him. Being shown the word sugar daddy. And if she does, she'll end up in poverty and have to deal with a lot of legal issues. And it'll take her out of her. Look at this. Yeah, same person. There's that sugar daddy and his little princess. She false AF, thinking about ways to manipulate him to keep her ass out of court, possibly, out of foreclosure or for repossession of things, because the money he was giving her monthly, maybe weekly, whatever the case may be. Yeah. Giving her probably a very small fortune to date him. It's a gold digger big time for sure. He's got a good job, makes good money. And in the distant horizon, that his lover is about to go be imprisoned for something. I'm being shown fraud. I was picking this up. I've picked this up before. Somebody forged some insurance information. No, I see an actual legal document. Somebody forged somebody's name on a very important legal document and is afraid of somebody finding out. The thing is somebody's mind is slipping in a direction to where he's not feeling right about something. He may be, like starting to recognize bills in his name he doesn't recognize, thinking that maybe because he's drinking more now than normal, that he's buying things he doesn't recognize with his credit card number. But it's all stuff for in his town. It's not something from the area. So it's not fraud. It may be the person he's married to putting stuff in his name, or somebody that he may be in a very serious committed relationship with. I feel like it's this woman here. She is very false, 100%. And I believe that that message of concern are those bills where how is he spending, I don't know, $700-800 on shoes? How is he spending this much money? It's just way too much money, and he can't place it on. He thinks it's somebody else. He thinks the false person is somebody far, far, far away. But the thing is it's all in his area. It's all being spent in his area, and he can't remember how it's happening. So that message of concern is what's making him feel like he's got a false person in his midst, but his mind is somebody that's somebody somewhere else. And the thing is he can't place it. So she feels him pulling away because of it, because he's lost in thought on what's going on. And I mean, I feel like her butthole might be puckering that she's about to get into some serious trouble if he finds out, because I don't think that they're really truly married. I feel this is more of a sugar daddy situation, maybe a live-in sugar daddy situation, or where it may very well lead to, it was on its way here possibly, but this may be what's pulling him back, is that he doesn't realize that, he's starting to realize that she's up to something, that she may be the sea witch in disguise, and it ain't the person that he's thinking about, that he may be in separation from. So there may be very well some legal action here between a sugar daddy and his little privileged little princess that he may have been engaged to be married. It's going to be a huge change if it happens, especially in the community, if they think she's Little Miss Princess and thinking the other one was the sea witch. Nope, she's the one stealing your person's fortune. And somebody may have to make a message, write a letter or send a message about how they need forgiveness for thinking something about somebody else. And concerned about the adjudication. I saw main male and I'm seeing main female, and the thing is this may be a twin flame situation where there's those false twins that I've mentioned about before. Yeah, somebody's realizing that the sea witch is trying to entrap him so she can bleed him of all of his money. The engagement may have laid to rest a situation with his other half, and he's starting to feel some serious regret. It's all deep down in his soul. Like he's starting to feel it from the inside out, like something's just not right. I can't put two and two together. How can I make it out to be like her? But there's nothing. The separation is the distance may be too far. Like this person lives maybe in a different town or a different state or whatever, like a different city or wherever. But the thing is it's within his radius. Like there is too much distance away from where he lives to where this other person, and he's like, it just can't be. So he's like, he doesn't want to. There's a lot of denial here. He refuses to believe it, that somebody's actually stealing from him, somebody that he feels like he gave his heart to, but it was truly just a fake, false twin. Mm-hmm. Here is an ego death and, a tower moment to teach you some lessons on paying it better attention and using your discernment, and not allowing your community to change your mind about somebody just because of whatever it is that they may be judging on. Okay. Because if they were judging your divine feminine for, some things, then they're going to have to come out of some, of that if you decide to release this and go where you want to be, truly. The person you hold in high honor. Yeah. This end will lead you to the person that you hold in high honor, and there she is again. So, yep. I want to see some more. like this is a present moment feeling with all of this. This is all the same energy. Like somebody's just sitting in denial, like sitting there thinking, like, how can this be? I can't believe she would do that. How does she have my number? How does she have even a social security card number that maybe somebody's using to get credit cards in his name and just swiping them like crazy? I'm seeing like $700-800 on a pair of shoes, making herself out to be like somebody, and I'm just seeing copycat game to try to make themselves to look more like, I don't know. There's just something there, and it's very much it's all about somebody's ego. Somebody's got a big head about something, and they just want to play the part, possibly a new position, and they want to feel like a boss, so they're going out. I'm seeing a pair of black patent leather red bottom shoes, and they're walking around the office, with a nice business. How am I bleeding money like this? I don't remember buying any of this. How could it be in my town? Somebody's really stealing from them. We wanted peace, but you brought this war. It's that go that direction if we can help it. So, what else, Spirit? It's going to be somebody's pathway to a spiritual journey. That denial is keeping you stuck. Trying to get you to stop seeking social acceptance from your community and get you to move it before the opportunity is gone to the person that'll be who you need it to be. If you are like literally bleeding money and it's affecting your personal business, then you need to let it go, because if it's affecting your actual income on top of your savings, yeah, you could be in some serious trouble, and it's going to turn into a dragon that you're going to need to slay. Okay, and it's going to come down to, I'm just being shown codependency. May God protect all the innocent in this situation. And there is like oh yes, I see a bubble. I see a massive bubble floating through space. It looks like a bubble spaceship. Looks like a biodome on spaceship that's completely made of rock hard, like steel. Like there's no penetrating this. This is like a divine armor wrapped around this spaceship. Like inside is the biodome of paradise, and there's nothing you can do to penetrate it. There are people being protected. There are blessings and things happening that will keep it from being damaged in any way. There is protection everywhere. Okay, because spirit sees all. Okay, and if the person that has been considered the false twin is truly the true love empress, I'm being told, and that person is innocent on all standings with this situation, and spirit is protecting that person hard. So their spirit team and all of that is very much over and done with this holy war that you brought on them, and they can't take any more of your nonsense, and they're protecting this person from any darkness that may be lingering, from any evil eyes and any of that. So please, just be mindful and understand that what you're doing is because you chose the wrong one. What you have to deal with now is because you chose the wrong one. She is definitely a master manipulator. Okay. Turning the bedroom into a space and then taking all your money. Trying to live that Cardi B lifestyle. You may be a first generation millionaire, left an inheritance and made some good money on the internet through trade and stock market, possibly some gambling too. Okay. You may very well be a first generation millionaire, and you have the money to be able to go and have 5, 6, 7, 8 girls and just, throw money at them like it's going out of style. Okay. Because you got a lot of talents that made you smart, that you have a lot of intellectual talents that made you a lot of money, a lot of investments, and that inheritance is what got you started. Okay. That's because your family, parents, your grandparents, whoever it was that left you an inheritance, they were trying to set you up to have something greater than that. It was raising the bar for you. And the thing is you lost a lot of protection by choosing the wrong one. The thing is you may want to, There's forgive even when you don't want to. And the thing is, when it comes down to you taking this into, taking legal matters, when you figure out what's going on and when you finally get out of this denial that the pretty little princess, the perfect little princess that everybody loves and adores, is milking you for everything you're worth, you may want to go and ask for forgiveness for treating somebody as shitty as you may have been, because you may have been manipulating somebody just like this person is manipulating you, and it may just be in a mental and emotional and spiritual way, whether it's money for money or not. I don't think so, because I don't think this is how you got your money, but I feel like you were manipulating somebody else, and that's why spirit is now doing this, putting you in this position to have to learn your lesson. So putting you and getting you involved with the one that will masterly manipulate you right out of everything you feel like that nobody can touch you for, and it's going to be this way, and they're going to milk you for everything you're worth. If you don't get a good grip on it if you start seeing those credit card bills, $10,000, $7,000, $6,000, $11,000, whatever it is, and you start seeing all that, you may want to start putting your foot down and ask for any credit cards back that may be in your name, and be done with it before you end up being put into a situation where you are no longer this. And don't think it's the divine feminine. It's not. It's the one that lays with you the most, the one that you interact with the most, the one you call your princess. We're being shown there's more than one, and he doesn't know which one it is. He thinks it's this person, but in reality, it's not. There's no way it could be. Unless that person moved to the city and they don't know about it, there's no way it could be. It's like in stores. It's not like it's online transactions. Big malls, like big malls, and just like boutiques and stuff like that. You must live in a metropolitan city or a big city, a large city where there's enough to where you can have high-end labels kind of in easy access places. Because what I'm seeing are like red bottoms. I see Jimmy Choo's. I see different kinds of possibly Chanel. I see all different kinds of things. Somebody's lying. They're lying right to your face. Somebody's trying to kick you into your intuition. Okay. Somebody's trying to kick you in the gut, saying, "Hey, listen, stop being into the one. You chose the wrong one. You proposed to the wrong one." What was I really don't feel like they're married. I really feel like that there was a proposal. They use manipulation as revenge. They know that they're not they know that they're the one he chose, but they are not the chosen one. They're a false twin. They're a copycat. They are not the right. What have I been saying? You chose the wrong one. We are not even halfway through the deck yet. Look, I can't make this up. The best thing you ever did for me was walking away. Thank you. It's because this person that's in that little, like, divinely armored, floating, I don't know, I want to say it's like a biodome, like it's paradise inside this thing. They're living in happy happies, and this person's sitting here fighting to figure out what's going to happen. And it's because they chose the wrong one, and God shown them was good. They're to have an ego death. That's crazy. 13322. That was fun. Maybe there's a very deep connection somewhere. Well, I would assume so if it's a twin flame connection. What else, Spirit? I made myself proud. Your kiss can melt the iceberg that is my heart. Where were you when I was working my butt off to get where I'm at? My heart is empty. The thing is, I feel like somebody's going to learn a little too late, and it's going to thank you, Spirit, a little too late when going to take too long. It's going to put somebody in a position to where the person that's in that little protected armor bubble, yeah, them, they're going to reach a level of something that's going to make them possibly good money and get them to where they have a position to where they may be the next, sorry, the next person to be a first millionaire in their ancestral line, and they're going to rise to the top. And the thing is when you realize all this is happening and you chose the wrong one and you start heading back over to her, it's going to be too late. Even if you truly are going over there because your heart is empty and you miss them, they're not going to believe you. They're going to think you're going to want to be a part of some of their success. You want to sit there, and I'm being shown the confetti card of my divine circus, where you want to go and sit there and you want to celebrate with them, but you really weren't there when they put in the blood, sweat, and tears to get them where they were. You were too busy dealing with a false twin, being deceived, not wanting to admit it because of the fact that you would end up having to release the fact that you know it all. Somebody's definitely, yeah, somebody's using their discernment, paying attention to their intuitive knowing, just paying attention possibly to that tantric connection and using their discernment on how they manage their day and steering clear of anything that could lead them to having anything to do with any negative energy, and just focus on the positive so that everything happens for the greater good in their life. And while you honestly may very denial, like I really feel like this mirroring situation here, this is a mirroring situation for sure. The lighter this, the further this person works in the light, the longer too. It may very well be the what's going to dim the light in your life and going to put you in a very bad place if you don't snap out of it quickly. Learn to forgive so you can be forgiven. That's the damn truth in all situations. I don't know what this is, but that's now the second time. They may very well use abortion or threats thereof to give you some kind of pullback method, like to pull you back. Like you may have gotten this person pregnant and that may have led to the perfect proposal and leading to a marriage, and this is just holding things up, like that connection's kind of like you know what I'm saying. They may threaten to do this if you choose to walk away because they don't want to have to deal with it alone. And the thing is you're like possibly praying to the Most High to get some help. And the thing is your spirit team may be on the verge of like taking a step back to let you see what it's like to not really have them guide you. And you may have to face this music alone if you don't stop pushing back from the help that you're already getting. Somebody wants you to use your discernment. They're trying to use your intuitive knowing to teach you something, to help you through this. Yep. The devil wants to see, the thing is that bubble around this person right here is so impenetrable. It's just like you could literally have every demon that's known to man surround this freaking bubble and just try to penetrate it, and there's no way it's going to happen. And that's really cracking your armor open because you refuse to see the truth in the matter. And it's going to be a little too late that you realize it. I really feel like it. And the thing is if you continue to let those codependencies rule your life in any way, it's going to allow those cracks to weaken even further and allow the devil to just penetrate your life completely. I definitely feel like there's a high priestess involved here somewhere. And if that intimidates you in any way, you may want to open your mind to the impossible instead of being a coward and not seeing the truth in the matter. And if that's what keeps you with whatever it is, your codependencies and your little princess, then feel free to do it. It's just the wrong time. Right person, time. And somebody may need to go through these karmic situations and learn the lessons that they need to learn in this lifetime, while the other person soars to the top. I know that I'll have regrets, but again, the price of one more love, right? Choosing the false twin over somebody he knows would be a better love in all aspects. And so, because of that separation, somebody's going to go catch their dreams, step into their possible, realizing that there is something that people that is directly in front of them, and healing that will heal so many things in the vibration of just the world. Okay. Well, you stay blind, allowing the devil to penetrate your divine armor, and allow this person to spend all your money so she can drip in diamonds and designer, and you will lose all of the opportunities to be with the person that you truly want. That's fine. It's your life. You can live it how you want. And if you feel like you can't let go of those control issues, then there's that false twin. You're part of. Don't be a schmuck. Realize that you're a part of sacred bloodline, and you're dealing too much with a false twin. Like that's somebody's ancestor being an honest. Honestly, that's an energy from somebody's ancestor, and I'm being told to take it exactly like that. Don't be a major schmuck. You're part of the sacred bloodline. You need to get away from the false twin. Yep. You're ruining everything that is involved with the inheritance that they left you, that's supposed to help keep you on the top and help you do something good for the world and get involved and use that inheritance to start something that can help a lot of people. Instead, you want to, and this is in reverse, and I never read this in reverse, a false twin with the next right that came out right with the sweetheart in reverse. Yeah, she's not. She's just looking to steal from you. And I'm going to take that one in reverse, one and only one time. Just as more confirmation to this reading. Okay. She's not a sweetheart. She's your false twin that's just taking your money to do this. Like, I don't know how much clearer this could be. Your ancestors are saying, don't be a schmuck. Realize who you are. Get away from the false twin that's just sitting here pretending to be a and not. And she's really not. And she's just taking all of it from you. Being a false person, stealing from you. It's not the one you think it is. There's no way it could be. Okay. Remember to use your discernment in these readings, folks. Okay, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and don't force anything, because you don't want to allow that energy into your life, especially if you're thinking about other connections in your life and second guessing certain things. Don't force anything, because you don't want it to end up being, and end up forcing it energetically into your life. So close it off, be done with it, and just listen and enjoy. And if it's too much, don't. Okay. What else, Spirit? Rebuke the darkness back to hell where it belongs, riding a wave. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Take it exactly like this. Somebody is rebuking the darkness back to hell where it belongs, and it's causing somebody to ride a tidal wave of emotions, and it's causing them to not, they don't wanna. It's like, I'll be real with you. I had on Monday, my professor got hurt, and we had to have a sub, and we had switched professors in the middle of the semester. And this woman came in, and she's got a PhD in psychology, and she was, all bubbly and happy, and definitely a Gigi kind of girl. And I'm like, I don't want to like you. Nope, nope, nope. I don't want to like you. I love my professor. Like, no. And then realized that, okay, maybe I do like her. Okay. Like, sometimes you find somebody, okay, that may feel a certain kind of way. Okay. I don't know where this is going and how this came up, but I'm going to go with it, because I feel like somebody is like, this person is so much more perfect because of X, Y, and Z. But there's something that's dragging me over to here and focusing on, like, yeah, there's so many things that are the same yet different, but they're quirky, charming something. And the thing is I feel like somebody manipulated this energy. And the thing is this person was intuitive AF and realized what was happening and let it end, letting a separation happen. And they were pulling their power back and sending all any darkness back. Get away, get away. And it's really throwing somebody off. They don't want to believe it. They don't want to believe the truth. They don't want to because they feel like they really know that. I don't know why it keeps coming back to this, but it does. It's just they don't want to. They don't want to be wrong. They can't admit it. How can this person be my person? Slamming their fist down. How could this person be my person? There's no way. I know what's right for me. I know. But how could it be? Because what's meant to be will be. And that's the end of that. I don't know. Because what she's doing now is tearing me apart. Close that distance. Stop breaking your promise. Loyalty does of this is leading to, I'm telling you, because of your deception, and there's been deception and manipulation. You did all of this. You may have made a ton of promises you broke. You may have lied and said you were single. You may have lied and said that there was nobody else and that, oh, you're my true one and only princess. You're the only one I'll ever marry. And you lied and you deceived and you may have made somebody feel very, very important and then turned around and just acted like an asshole because you're like, no, I can't believe that you're the one for me. I'm going to choose this over here. The thing is because of that, you're going to get an ego death. It's really going to be the one that you sit there think is your princess. You can't. I really hope you listen to me. That's confirmation. My phone's going off. My watch is going off. It's going to be a big brown boot up somebody's behind. Mm-hmm. If you marry this person, that's the end of it. The vicious cycle will just beat you down into the ground. It's like whack-a-mole. Yep, it's like whack-a-mole. Whoops, what is this? Yep. There's that concern. Where is it? Thinking, and I thought I saw concern out here at some point. Yep, there it is. It's causing the thoughts about all of this are keep causing you to stay up at night, not sleeping, not eating, relying on them codependencies that I keep talking about. The thing is divine timing is at play in your life for that ego death because of being shallow with the big ego, and you're going to get a brown boot up your ass. This is all to teach you a divine lesson. Marriage is a sacred union, not to be taken for granted because somebody's got a pretty face. Mm-hmm. Walk hand in hand with the Holy Spirit so you can get out of these issues. And that inheritance, man, that's wait until you get into the 5D when, ooh, Lord. Oh, because of this. You should have taken marriage as a serious thing, not just ooh, it looks good, it looks fun. The thing is if you don't move your ass when you ask for another wherever she went off to, because she's off doing her own damn thing over here while you're getting to deal with all of this. Yeah, if you wait too long with this, you may not have an opportunity to actually get the healing that you want. Look what I'm seeing under here. Yes, I do look this good since you walked away. It freed me so I can boss up. Thanks. And they're going to be like, thanks for sitting here and asking for forgiveness. I thank you and I forgive you. I'm just going to go off on my own and you get to live your life the way you want to because this person may be putting their hands up and surrendering. Sorry, guys. Wanting to live the life that they worked so hard for. Okay. So, and telling you to be gone before somebody drops another house on you for coming in and trying to slip into somebody's DM and mess with something with them. Because you should have not misses you made and for how you felt instead of lying. You should have stepped out of your comfort zone and realized that even the ones that are different are worthy of giving an opportunity to. If somebody's different and insistent in all the things that you're doing, remember that the wheel of fortune is turning and it isn't going to be on you. It's going to be on your earth angel. So if you want to stop towing the line of your divinity and get your head out of your ass, you may go from what you're about to be emotionally damaged and go from what you are now to something even greater. Okay? Before you get betrayed with somebody that's a super shady character, which could very well be this ultimate betrayal and stealing all your fucking money. Okay? Don't let a pretty face come between you and your heart's desire. Yep. Can't make it up. I see a journey. Somebody's on a journey to possibly something that may come out here. Wow, that's not normal. If this, look at what just fell out. Okay, look at what just found. Pay attention to red flags and children. Abortion, right there. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to those credit card bills. Pay attention. Let friends help you. Don't let romantic feelings and good punani keep you from taking care of what you need and keeping away from any red flags. If you want to listen to me, listen to me. If not, then that's up to you. Whoever you are. That separation, if you will be able to close that separation with this person if you release this person, the person that you may be engaged, that perfect proposal marriage. This is the second time we see the wedding card. Marriage and wedding. Yeah, that perfect proposal here. If you want to keep the separation, fine. If you don't, then release this person. Release her. Get rid of it. Get all of it done and over with. Be done with it. Keep an open mind. This person is definitely a unique individual. You continue to make the effort with the person that you are being deceived by. That's fine. You don't want to let go of your control. It's completely up to you. You may very well end up being on a journey straight to losing like all the spark, all of it, all that playfulness you feel that you want to have, like all of the adventures and playing what I'm seeing t-ball outside in the park with a what looks to be like a little boy who just wants to play with either the bat or it looks like a lightsaber, is using the bat as a lightsaber, and instead of wanting to hit the ball, kind of whacking you in the tush. Like that's the scene I'm seeing. If you want that kind of playfulness and you want to be around people with good hearts and good natured people, you may want to go and have that heart to heart conversation with her, close that separation and get away from all this. Retreat. Allow that that spiritual journey that's meant for you to come through. Yeah. If you actually want a child of your own, you may want to just I feel like this person's going to use this false twin. The twin flame false person. Yes, her may very well use this child over you from the moment of conception to the moment of 18 years old, just to keep that money flowing so she can be dripping in diamonds. There is no chemistry. The one you have chemistry with is the one that you pushed away. That's your true love. You need to go reconcile with this person before it's too late, even if it's just for companionism. It could be a whole new. You will be able to experience a whole new love and go on all new adventures and see all new things. It's possible. It's possible for you to wake up and do it. You don't have to. That's up to you. But your person's different for a reason. And if they are one of these two things, that's the reason. So if you haven't proposed and this is a future story, or if this is happening in the present, you may want to, or if the past, time's fluid. You may want to, either learn from this and teach people from your testimony, or pay attention to those red flags. What is this? And realize that you need to love yourself first and stop relying on those codependencies. Look at this. If you keep an open mind, you'll have it all. You'll have it all. You just need to see, you need to stop living in denial. Don't let those sea witches get you, man. Please. Take it for what it is. Anything else, Spirit? One more thing. What? The Divine Feminine. Okay. One more thing. Divine Feminine wants to make, to say something. So let me just clean this up really quick. We'll see what Divine Feminine has to say. I feel like Divine Feminine wants to come in and empower somebody. Okay, let me just clean this up really quick. I hope you guys are enjoying this reading. Thank you for being here, by the way. For a snack. Yes, I am. Just want to clear this up really quick. Bear with me, guys. And then on the Divine Feminine, separate situation. And it's an empowerment. It's Divine Feminine would like to come in and to empower you all on how to be strong and have the strength to do what you need to do to have your complete wish fulfillment. Okay, so this is some empowerment, maybe some advice to some people. Okay. What is your advice and words of empowerment to our collective Holy Spirit? Excuse me, Divine Feminine. What are your words of empowerment and encouragement, Divine Feminine? Goddess of Sanctuary, I'm being able to stop there. Goddess of Compassion. Now, you need a place, sanctuary, period. It'll help you. You need a place to reflect. You need a place of where you can feel safe to surrender, which will help empower you and strengthen you to get through certain things. Okay. No matter where I am home. The most sacred sanctuary is found within me. But in this case, yes, that is true. The thing is that your sanctuary feels a little bit burdened, and you need a safe space to be able to go and release those burdens. Somebody needs to make themselves a sacred place. The Goddess of Compassion, it may be affecting somebody's nurturing abilities. Is when somebody gets a little overwhelmed and uptight, they may start lashing out. Okay, I recognize suffering in order to release it. Curiosity breeds compassion. Okay, the thing is somebody's mind is so full of so many things that they need to pray, meditate, worship, surrender, do what they do, work on their spiritual practices in order to be able to clear their mind and be centered, to be able to have the nurturing skills and capabilities that they need to be able to interact with certain people in their life. Okay. One more shuffle. Spirit showing me 4 more cards possibly. What else, Spirit? Stop. Turn it over. 4 cards. 4 cards? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave this. No. Put it aside. Okay. The goddess of magic, divine feminine, the prophetess of true power, the diamond-hearted Dakini. That is who the divine feminine is. It's a goddess of magic, a prophetess of true power, and the diamond-hearted Dakini. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. Somebody that is humble. Somebody that stands true in their power, sets boundaries, and stays firm in them. Somebody that knows that tantric sexual connection is what is the spark of all healthy relationships, and knows that when emotional connection happens and soul connections happen, it can be a tantric connection with anybody that they put their heart and soul into. And expressing those romantic feelings in ways that you guys both understand, and it may be a little bit a little bit unconventional. It's okay. It's what brings you guys closer. It's that connection. It's that spark that keep the romantic feelings in the relationship. So if you're setting boundaries with somebody that you're in separation with, and you feel there's an energetic tie because of tantric connections, and it may be pulling your mind away from where you want to be in that moment, the thing is that it's somebody trying to connect with you in a dark way. And the thing is spirit saying you may not want to do it on this particular, we'll just say sexually. We'll say it like this, exactly like this. If spirit is like, you really are being intimate with somebody and then something happens and you feel off, it's spirit's way of saying, stop, don't do it. Just cuddle, be intimate in a different way because somebody's pulling on your energy. They're trying to tantrically connect with you, and it's in a very dark, disgusting way. So just listen to that, okay? Because it may bring darkness to you and it may throw you off and it may cause some serious issues. So for you mentally and spiritually, it may pull you into the darkness. And because you hold your universe within you, okay, and spirit knows that you're an ever expanding, you have a heart that has an ever expanding amount of love for people, and you just want to show it. And the thing is you want that connection, you want that intimacy, you want that release. Don't let that pull you back from remembering your divinity. And there's a reason why everything like this happens, specifically when it comes to sexual energy and sexual connection. It's not meant to happen in that moment for a reason, and it's because there's dark magic lingering, trying to manipulate somebody, and you feel a tie pull. Don't let it affect you. Just shift. If you want to, feel that magic with your person, do it in a different way, because spirit's trying to keep you from keeping any type of tantric connection with somebody. So just keep that in mind. Keep your mind open, paying attention to what spirit's trying to show you, and try not to let the flesh overwhelm you, because I feel like somebody's trying to break a tantric connection with somebody and the other person doesn't want to let it go. So just keep it, remember, stand in those powers. You saw who we saw, that you are standing in your power. You're calling your power back. You're standing in your boundaries. Stand there and do it. Just remember to keep your spiritual practice on the forefronts of your mind in all things, because spirit's trying to keep you from doing something or getting upset with the wrong people because it's something that you can't control, or that is going to affect you whether you're divinely protected or not, because there's still going to be a tantric connection unless there's a tie that needs to be severed. Okay, so however you need to do it, you need to cut that tie. And however you need to do it, just be careful with candle magic. Make sure you do it right. Make sure you talk to somebody. If you know a high priestess that you trust, somebody that's not going to just be false prophets, you know what I'm saying? Go do what you need to do, and just don't learn anything off of TikTok, because you want to make sure you are using the right tools, okay? So use your discernment. I don't really recommend using magic, but do what you do, that voodoo that you do so well, okay? Is there anything else? No, that is all. That is all I got tonight. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, angels, ancestors, loved ones, and spirit guides, for helping me through this reading. I close this reading. Yes, I do. So, Thank you guys for being here with me on this Friday night 2 hour reading. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys go into this weekend with a happy heart and you're able to enjoy it. I have a test to study for on Wednesday and a paper that is due on Thursday. So I will be busy this weekend. Only 2 more weeks of class, and then I'll get back to multiple readings a week. Until then, I will see you in our next reading and our next live. I love you guys. Have a good night. Bye for now.